Get comfortable. Turn inward. Hone in on the very ecstasy that the breath brings. Recognize that the thoughts that are appearing are like clouds that appear in the sky of your awareness. Become the sky, not the body. You are not a finite creature. You are source. You are infinity expressing itself. Know yourself as that which eternally expresses itself. Know this reality as a dreamed expression of that infinitude. Know that you are a unique expression of that source. You are a unique firework. You have a unique contributory gift to bring this civilization. And to both realize yourself as infinity, as source, and to fully, maximally actualize your unique contributory firework is the nature of who we are. You are not the body. You are not the finite biological creature. You are the eternal shared awareness. Where all thoughts, experiences, sensations, perceptions, beliefs, feelings, emotions arise and then fall like clouds in the sky. Silence is the key. Silence creates subtlety. Subtlety creates the ability to go beyond the body to the eternal shared awareness. The subtlety is what enables one to truly pierce the veilless veil to recognize themselves as the sky. And more, they keep their head above the clouds. You recognize yourself more and more as the sky. You identify yourself as awareness and not as the thought, the emotion that is transient, that is, for those that are not Jedi, those thoughts and emotions will take them on the bathing in ego, hatred, anger, jealousy, greed, fear, the greatest illusions of all. Those are not you. You are not that. The nature of your awareness is peace. It is happiness. It is Sat Chit Ananda. It is that very truth consciousness bliss. We bring peace and happiness to the dreamed creation design. We do not try to extract peace and happiness from Maya, from the illusion, from the intoxication, from what is transient. We bring peace and happiness to our relationships. We bring peace and happiness to all of our activities. We bring childlike awe and play. Again, recognize the breath. Recognize the very inhalations and exhalations that happen 20,000 times per day. This very planet and this very star absolutely sustain you. The photosynthesis of the phytoplankton and the trees are what enable the planetary oxygenation that you then inhale. And you feed them with your CO2 in the exhalations. To recognize that level of oneness, even at the level of the appearance of form, the appearance of physicalism, of matter, which is ultimately no thing quantum mechanically, modulating energetically and appearing as form, as matter, as physicalism, but to recognize the very oneness of that dreamed creation design, where you cannot even be the observer or the witness in that dreamed creation design without the very environment of the planet and the star that sustain you. That is the level of oneness. Consciousness and matter are not two, they are one. In your dream, at night, when you're sleeping, you simulate out a reality. You need an observer to experience that simulated environment. Similarly, you need an environment for the simulated observer to experience. The dream is not two, the dream is one. This reality is one. And there are many other examples. We are still drinking the same water that dinosaurs drank 66 million years ago. It's the same planetary hydrological cycle. You have over 1,000 species of bacteria in your gut microbiome. Each of them has 2,000 gene expressions. 2 million total gene expressions. Meanwhile, a human, 20,000 gene expressions. 100x more gene expressions just in the bacteria in your gut that are billions of years old, that have evolved over billions of years to have intelligence, that are now in a symbiotic union with you. Where is the line of separation? It does not exist. There is no line of separation between you and the gut bacteria. There's no line of separation between you and the oxygen that you inhale and the CO2 that you exhale. There is no line of separation between you and the water that you drink and then urinate out. There is no line of separation. None. To recognize that is to liberate oneself from being a separate entity. When you liberate yourself from being that separate entity, you no longer become just a contracted energy in a body. You recognize that you are one with everything. That is a paramount first step toward enlightenment. So recognition of oneness is a paramount first step away from the contracted energy of being a finite biological creature. Now, beyond that oneness is an even more subtle recognition, which is recognizing yourself as the seer, recognizing yourself as awareness. The recognition of awareness is the recognition of the sky, the very sky where all of the clouds of experience appear. So just like in that dream that you're simulating at night, you recognize yourself as the very observer. You recognize that all of us are those very witnesses, that we share that awareness, most commonly able to be visualized childlike through the pupil. The pupil is that shared awareness. It is the seer. It is God. We are that. And the iris around the pupil is the unique coloration of that expression of source of infinity. That is why you are your unique firework in this dream. I am my unique firework in this dream. In the ultimate, we are the same source, the same infinitude, expressing itself as these unique fireworks. So the levels of subtlety keep increasing as you go on the inward journey in these meditations. And as you reach home, metaphysical zero, beyond everything, beyond nothing, the very attributeless and agentless absolute, you recognize your own true nature. The very diamond that has been around your neck that you have not been subtle enough to recognize yet. And once that is recognized flawlessly, we express ourselves outward into the dreamed creation design as an agent of that absolute, only expressing itself from the absolute highest morality, no less. Only the greatest ethics, only the greatest maximization of prosperity and abundance and well-being and bliss for all. Become more sensitive. Become more subtle. Use the breath as the tool. It's been taught for millennia. Recognize yourself as the sky. That shared eternal awareness. Recognize yourself as the infinitude, as the very source of even that awareness itself. Thank you.